What's going on, Deep Dive Spear Crew? Brock here, coming at you with another episode of 1973 222 Aquasport Rebuild. Here's what I got going on today. On the transom, I decided to go ahead and take the gel coat off just because I wasn't satisfied with the way it looked. Had some blisters in it, and whenever I ground into the blisters, there's just more issues, and so I just took it all off. And so what I'm doing now is filling holes. I didn't video a lot of this. I didn't video any of it because I've actually filled the holes, but now I'm in the process of building those back up, the low spots where I ground down. There are a few spots here that I wasn't real happy with how this laid in, and so I ground that back down to the Kusa. It's kind of dish shaped, and I've put a few layers in that already. I'm building back up to surface. So what I've done is go ahead and cut these and number them 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I've got the rough shape of this right here. So what I'll do is go ahead and wet this out. And this is polyester resin, according to the professionals, which I am not a professional. According to the professionals, you don't have to sand in between layers, even if you let it dry, because this is not fully cured out. So what I'll do is come back in and wet this back out with poly resin. Take this number 1. See, it's got chop strand in the middle. This is 1708 cloth. I'll take and wet this down in the center. Have this wet down, that way it will stick. And then I will wet it out around the edges, and then I'll come back in, get my number 2, put that on also right here, a little bit larger, try and just build this back out. And the same thing for this hole, these holes where there was a light right there and there was an exhaust. That was the actual exhaust hole for the inboard. You can see where the through holes were here. These were some bolts where some cleats were. I've already filled them with thickened resin and put chop strand on them. So there's a couple layers of chop strand on these already, even though you can still see them. Pretty much over the entire transom, I've already filled these holes in. I've got to build that one back up also. And see, these were the old transducers from depth finders were on the corners right here. And so that's pretty much what this episode's about, just taking the patches and building these back up. And I may do some grinding this afternoon. I got on my grinding outfit. I need to get in there and grind down my last side. I may get around to doing that. So here we go. So I'll take this. What I'm going to do is go ahead and wet down my chop strand on the back side.